Hey again, people. Let's talk about Trump and Syria here. I've been reading quite a few articles, and I kind of took some snippets out of each article that I thought was interesting, and trying to make sense of this. And now, look, I'm looking at this perspective from years and years of watching this country do the same thing, and politicians fool the majority of the people, and they only got to fool them some of the time while they're in office. So they don't have to fool them all the time. So some of the headlines is Trump orders a strike. He claims proof of gas attack. Uh, Syria launches a counterattack. 71 of 103 missiles shot down. Trump does mission accomplished because they destroyed a couple chemical weapons research sites. And then flashback on all the times Trump was against the war. Supporters slam the decision. And someone raises wag the dog possibility. So I'm going to go through some of these and take some of the snippets that I put out. So this is the second time that Trump's gotten involved in Syria. And then I think it's a Daily Caller that did a great combination of all the times Trump's has tweeted to stay out of Syria. Why is McCain visiting Syria? The rebels. You know, look, I don't like McCain. I think he's a warmongering fool. I think he's an idiot. He's not a Republican. He needs to be gone. But Trump was attacking him about Syria, saying we didn't need to be there. And then, why should we stay the hell out? Rebels are just as bad. Remember, all the freedom fighters in Syria want to fly planes in our building. I mean, Syria's not our friend and not a good country, but bombing them arbitrarily, sticking our nose in their civil war that's been going on for years. I think they said like 500,000 people have died in this civil war. And here we are adding to the fray, sticking our nose in under the guise that we need to protect the poor people from being used chemical weapons. You can bomb them, you can shoot them, you can run them over with tanks. But if you use chemical weapons, then we're going to go bomb you. I mean, it's just crazy. So all these tweets about Trump saying, no, Syria, get out of Syria. We don't need to be there. I wouldn't go in. We need to be. I mean, look at all these tweets that Trump has tweeted against Syria. And he's only been in office a little more than a year, and he's already attacked him twice. After all these tweets saying we got no business being there. I mean, the evidence is overwhelming that Trump obviously changed his mind, had a change of heart. Do I think Trump was lying when he said all these and he didn't believe this? No. I think he believed when he tweeted this. Did he get more information that maybe we don't know that has convinced him to do this? Maybe. Is he doing this just to distract from the heat he's getting from the left on everything, no matter what he does? He's just being attacked. And he's like, you know what? Usually the country, through history, the United States rallies when a president's at war. It's considered not appropriate to attack a president when he's engaged in a conflict, where people are dying. So presidents know they tend to get a pass when they're involved in conflict. Do I think Trump just bombed Syria to get the heat off him? No, I don't. I mean, that's an easy jump to a conclusion. I don't buy it. Is it possible? Yeah, but I just think he's got a little more integrity than that. I mean, he can be a loudmouth, he can be arrogant, he can be all those things, but I think the guy's got integrity, and he tries to say what he means, and I think he believes he means what he says. But all these tweets are pretty overwhelming that he doesn't think we ought to be in Syria, yet he's bombed them twice since he's been in office. That's some very inconsistent things, and he's not selling it to the American people. He ain't selling it to me. I'm a Trump supporter. I voted for him. I think he's an outsider. I think he's getting a raw deal. I think he's done a lot of good things. But this Syria bombing crap is just, I just don't get the understanding behind it. This page did a nice, Reuters did a nice graphics on chemical attacks and gave some information. So these missiles look a lot like the missiles I used to guard in Korea. Oh, oh well, I digress. So anyway, out here the chemical weapons was banned. You're not supposed to be using them. According to this, all the yellow dots here is where they've been used. And fatalities, obviously, they were much more in 2013 and 14 than they are in 2018, although it did appear to go up in 2018. Here's what kind of the weapons look like here. Some of the ways to do it. I mean, chemical weapons are kind of nasty. You can put them in with mortars. You can put them in with small missiles. They're calling this a barrel bomb. That's what they think they used in this last attack was a barrel bomb. Quick overview, if you guys want to pause this and read this. Here's some timeline of incidents. Again, I'm just going to preserve it here and then let you read it if you want to. Stockpile weapons obviously have gone down. Mustard gas is some nasty, nasty stuff. Types of chemical agents. Nerve agents tells all the effects. Choking agents. Blister agents. Blood agents. And riot control agents. If you want to pause or read, do your own research, that's fine. Those are the different types of chemical weapons. This little picture shows, I guess, the strikes that we've made in Syria. Syria looks really big right here, but in reality, if you put Syria in the state of Texas, I don't even know if it takes up a quarter, maybe nowhere near a half of the size of Texas. So you send 100 cruise missiles into Texas, you could do a lot of damage in Texas. And when you're sending 100 missiles into a small area, a quarter the size of Texas, that's a significant impact. And just for comparison, this is the state of Texas in the middle of Australia. So Syria is not that big. So according to the Daily Mail, I mean, we sent 103 missiles and 73 were shot down. Now this is what Syria claims, and what a lot of people don't realize is, look, in war there's always disinformation. One side is always promoting how good they did, and the other side is always promoting how the other side is lying and how bad they did. So Syrian says, we shot down 73 of your 103 missiles. And the U.S. is saying, we hit all our targets. It was a great mission success. Who do you believe? It depends. I mean, you just never know. They're saying 3 civilians were injured because you always want to make, the attacking force, the U.S., even though we have Britain and France in our pocket and they're doing it with us, you always want to say that civilians, poor innocent civilians, if you can show a dead kid, that really helps. But poor innocent civilians, we go. The 3 civilians were on a military installation, on a military target that were hit. I'm not justifying the attack, but again, misinformation. When you're reading these things, they want to invoke an emotional response and stop people from thinking and seeing the truth. The truth lies within the details, and we never have the details. So do we ever have the truth? I don't know. Syrian TV showed the ruins of the attack. Flagrant violation of international law, although the UN knew they were doing it. United States waged 120 airstrikes. They said 103. 120 airstrikes on Syria on Friday. Pentagon would not confirm how many missiles hit the target. We got all this technology. They're flying these missiles in, looking at cameras. We always see footage when they hit a target. They know how many targets hit, and they know how many missed. So I don't believe that. Mattis acknowledged that the strikes were designed to degrade a chemical weapon capability without killing civilians. That's great. Let's wage war, destruction. Let's piss off the populace. Let's destroy a country's infrastructure, and then we're going to brag about how we did it without killing civilians. This is why countries hate the U.S., because we're always sticking our nose. We go over there, we play King Kong of the Hill, we destroy things, and then we leave. And then the people have to pick up the pieces And then people can't understand why people hate the U.S. And if you say people hate the U.S., it's unjustified, and you got to show patriotism, and you got to fly the flag and say, oh, no, the U.S. is great. And, it's no different than when cops protect dirty cops. People have no problem saying all the cops are the same, but yet Americans will defend America when we let our politicians do stupid things that we shouldn't be doing. We got all these border problems. We can't build a wall. Our country's being invaded by foreigners breaking in our country, breaking our laws, coming to steal our resources and steal our benefits of hardworking, tax-paying Americans, and yet we're spending millions and billions of dollars to attack another small country, and somehow people go, oh, we have to do that. We can't be isolationists. It just doesn't. Look at the whole picture. Look, I'm not saying I got all the answers and I got the right answers, but the U.S. needs to fix the U.S., and we need to take care of Americans paying taxes and people trying to raise Americans and keeping our freedoms in our country. That's what we need to focus on, and all this other crap all over the world is nothing but spending my money that I got to pay taxes on April 15th. Every year they take more and more all throughout the year so our government can do crap like this. It just irritates the hell out of me. Trump said Friday evening he ordered this. Oh, wow, he ordered. Wow, President Trump, he's such a great guy. Now I'm going to have the Trump haters come here saying, why are you picking on Trump? The liberals were always beating him up. And you say that I think Trump gets a bad deal. But you know what? You get what you get. And when you earn it, you earn it. Trump made this decision. It's a bad decision. He could have waited. I'm going to show you where he could have waited. We had inspectors going in today, Saturday, and they decided to attack on Friday. I call BS. So here's pictures that they're saying on the area that we destroyed. Are these actual pictures? I don't know. There's no smoke or flames. These pictures are made pretty quick. Are they real? No. Fog of war. People don't know. One side saying this, the other side saying this. The people in the middle are trying to stay alive. I mean, did we send missiles? Yeah, I believe we sent missiles. What happened or how many or who got shot down, I don't know. But there's a couple they're trying to promote their side or show the other side by saying, people are out here supporting their country. However, if you look at a couple of these pictures, it's kind of the same guy. I think this picture is the same picture as the other picture I'm about to go to. They're sitting on a car, but they just showed the same picture in a different angle. This guy with the short haircut and the white boots carrying a flag being guarded by a guy. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people right here with the flags. Where's everybody else? But the other pictures look like there's a big support. Is their country being supported or are they not? This looks like a highway with a lot of support. A lot of people bombed up, maybe because a bomb blew up a building. I don't know. But if you look at this picture, you go down. Here's the guy with the white boots again. Here's the guy with the flag, shaved head. Same picture. I think that's the white truck in the back there. And it almost looks like this guy's floating. So it almost looked like this picture was transposed over the truck. Maybe he's standing on the back of the truck. Maybe that's the bumper he's standing on. But it's the same white truck they were standing on top of for the other picture. Again, propaganda, when you're looking at things, when you're hearing the news, think, man, I'm all about, just give me enough facts so I can make a critical decision and understand what's going on. A lot of times, most people, including me, we make decisions not based on all the facts, and the facts that we have are only what we're reading and being told. So let's take a look at some of the comments that I pulled out here. And there's about, I don't know, maybe 15 of them. So on April 6th, Trump administration launched a Syrian attack in retaliation for the chemical attack. Okay, great. This was April 6th when he first, this was April 6th. Now we're April 10th in 2018, a year later, and he's striking them again. Is it good or bad? Should we be there? Should he have done it the first time? I'm in a position of no. I don't have all the facts. I don't know what they did, but you know what? It's not our business. We're not over. Quit trying to spend our money and getting our people killed and bringing hate on the country because we stick our nose in everybody's business. Why aren't people bombing Australia? Why aren't people bombing Sweden or Switzerland? Maybe because they stay out of crap and they take care of their own country. I mean, it just kills me how we stick our nose. Oh, Rick, you're an isolationist. We need, and people have been brainwashed over the years. I'm telling you, over the years, we ain't nothing good coming out of us sticking our nose in all these places. Nothing. Britain led an international with Russia, persuaded 20 countries to expel the Russian diplomats. Supposedly they poisoned some double spy, triple spy, and in retaliation, a chemical weapon. Look, Britain's hands are just as dirty as the U.S. They're pissed off about their spy getting killed, so they're out for blood. They're going to support anything that goes against Russia. And Russia's over in Syria, and, do we need to be sticking our fingers in enemies' eyes that are already kind of unstable? I don't think so. Let's see. Saturday to avert unexpected conflict with a superpower said that they were warned. So here, basically, the U.S. told Russia, hey, we don't want to kill your people, so get your people out of the places that we're going to bomb. And what did Russia do? Russia told Syria. What did Syria do? Syria moved all their planes and all their high-value targets and probably all their chemical weapons out of the areas that were going to get attacked. And now the U.S. spends all this money, gets to play with their war toys, promote the war game, spend, whatever a cruise missile costs now, probably $2 million. We just sent 100 of them over there, and 73 of them were shot down, and we're calling that a success. I mean, it just doesn't make no damn sense. A senior official, Regional Alliance, let's see, absorbed. Oh, so they're saying Syria basically absorbed the shock of the attack because they were able to evacuate. Why? Because Russia warned them. Are you kidding me? Trump's always talking about we shouldn't tell people what to do. If you read some of those tweets, we need to keep our plan secret. What good does it do to warn people you're going to shoot missiles, to let them move their stuff, then you shoot missiles and claim victory? This is a wag the dog. This is kind of a, we're going to appear good. We're going to appear like we're doing the right thing. We're going to appear righteous. We're going to spend lots of money. We're going to kill people, all in the name of everybody sticking their chest out. Russia gets to stick their chest out and go, hey, we warned our allies. We were able to get out. U.S. sticks their chest out. Syria sticks their chest out and says, hey, we moved all this. We absorbed the attack. It really didn't do anything. So why did we do it? I mean, what? I just don't get where Trump's come from. And I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of conservatives that supported Trump that are not happy. The attacks were more psychological than practical. Well, psychological is great, but come on. United States, Britain, and France have all participated in the Syrian conflict for years, arming rebels, bombing ISIS, deploying troops to fight, but they haven't targeted the government of Syria except Trump did 2 times in a year. It just doesn't make sense to me, people. The combined U.S. involved in missile, but appears to have struck more limited targets. Yeah, okay. Mattis said the United States conducted the strikes with evidence of chlorine gas. They had the UN going in today to do tests. If they let them do the tests and the UN came back and said, hey, yeah, we've confirmed that there's gas, and then they did this, I might have a little more support. Not much, but maybe a little. The fact that they did the bombing, that Trump ordered the bombing the day before they were going to test, just does not pass a smell test to me. Okay, Britain led 20 countries to expel. That was when they poisoned. Collateral damage and civilian casualties. Of course, the U.S. is saying, oh, yeah, and the risk to Russian forces were limited, and we told Russia, so we don't get into war with you, to move your troops. And Russia told its allies in Syria, hey, man, move your shit. The missiles are coming in. The U.S. just told us we got to move. Really? That's how you fight a war now? Why don't we just all meet in a parking lot and slap each other in the face and then turn around and walk away? because that's about as effective it is, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than missiles and putting the military on high alert and sending missiles and aircraft and support people in case this goes bad and in case it turns to shit. Unstinking believable. Russian forces, let's see. What kind of nation? Oh, and I think Matt has said this. What kind of nation wants to be associated with mass murder of innocent men and women and children? Trump asked. Oh, Trump said this. What kind of nation wants, well, maybe the U.S.? Maybe the mass murder of innocent men and children. You mean like Waco? You mean like Ruby Ridge? Is that the kind of mass murder of women and children that you're talking about? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, who wants to be associated with that? Who's going to send the Civil War when America goes into a Civil War? Who's going to send us support? Is France, Russia going to come and arm us? Are they going to bomb? Are they going to send in cruise missiles to save us when we're fighting our own government? Man, I just... Okay, so these are the last four here. I know I'm getting to 20 minutes. We were prepared to say in a response. Okay, so Trump's saying, yeah, we can keep this up. This statement right here just irritates me. U.S. allies has marshaled their righteous power. That sounds like a tyrannical, power-hungry dude, man. I do not like... Our righteous power? Are you kidding me? Who talks like... Who says that? Man, that is a bully, arrogant... I do not like that. Man, Trump is just... I mean, I don't mind giving the devil his due, and he's getting so unfairly attacked on all angles, which wants me, to cut him some slack. But, dude, really? You're going to run around and toot your horn? We have righteous power. We're on the side of right, and everything we do is good, and everything everybody else does is bad if we say it's bad. God, man, our country's... I mean, we can't even get a guy in there trying to do the right thing for the country without getting him sucked into freaking warmongers that, make millions off wars and... All right, Putin reaffirmed their position that the attack was fake. Now, there's a theory that says, why would Assad gas when he knows it would bring on heat when he was winning? We knocked out ISA. Russia's helping him out. When Russia got involved, it turned around the conflict. Why would Assad risk chemical weapons? That's a good argument. Why would he do that? It makes more sense that the rebels who were losing would say they would use chemical weapons, would put evidence that chemical weapons were used in order to get the U.S. to bomb their enemy. I mean, an enemy of my enemy is my friend. Man, it's just a mess, and we got no business jumping in the middle of a shit pile. 103 missiles, 71's down. Mattis noted false information would be spread after the U.S. attack. Really? Not like the U.S. will be spreading false information. No. Only the other people will be spread. Our media is so above reproach, we would never get fake news from our own media. Only the other people will be spreading false information. Dude, you're a freaking idiot. All right, upward of 500,000 people have thought to have died in a 7-year civil war over there. Man, that's a lot of people. They're fighting for their country. They understand the problems. They understand the risk. They took on their government for whatever reason. Who are we to pick sides and go over there and bomb and pick sides? I mean, I really hope that when the U.S. has this civil war, that somebody picks the people's side and bombs the crap out of our government. But do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't. I think we're going to be on our own because most countries mind their own damn business and stay in their own backyard, except for the U.S. And I've watched this for, 50 years since I've been paying attention that this is just BS. Russia's 2015 entered conflict backing Assad turned the tide of the war and helped government forces recapture much of the territory held by the rebels. So Russia picked a side, the rebels lost a lot of people. The U.S. picks a side, now the rebels will fight back, and Assad loses. I mean, why is Russia helping? Why is the U.S. there? I don't know, man. It's a mess. That's my take. Hopefully, sometimes I try to create more questions than give answers because it forces people to think. I think there was one other thing I wanted to. Oh, so a lot of people who supported Trump and who's been in Trump's, support mechanism are not happy about this. So let's see. And I don't know some of these people. This guy, Laura Ingraham, Tucker Carlson, I think I know Laura, both questioned Trump's decision Friday to launch a restart. I question it too. Inconsistent with the president's message during his campaign. I agree. Michael Savage. We lost. War machine bombed Syria. No evidence Assad did it. Sad warmongers hijacked the nation. Again, Savage was a great Trump supporter. He's met the president twice, posted pictures, and Alex Jones evidently broke down in tears speaking about the military action. If he had a piece of crap from the beginning, it wouldn't. He's really cracking on Trump. If he had been a piece of crap from the beginning, it wouldn't be so bad. We've made so many sacrifices. Now he's crapping all over us. It makes me sick. I don't take this as Trump is crapping all over us. He's making decisions, and again, I'm not. This job isn't easy up there as president. I mean, he's getting so much information from so many different sides and so many things to consider. And every decision he makes, he's going to piss off half the people. So I get that some hate is deserved and some hate's just going to come. But I don't think that just because Trump did this, he's a bad guy. Look, we got a guy on a Supreme Court that will be there for life that is pro-Constitution, pro-Second Amendment, pro-keep government smaller. That is a huge, huge win. If we get nothing else, that was a win. We would not have got that with Hillary. We would probably be in a war with Russia already if Hillary got in there. I mean, they want to blame Russia if freaking the toilet stops up. Somehow Russia was involved. So, look, I'm not happy with Trump, but I'm not that way that, he just totally turned on us. Ann Coulter, opposition, retreating, right-wing figures. Let's see. At least I won't feel bad when he gets impeached. Someone said, well, I'll feel bad when he gets impeached because that just means the left wins. The left gets to push their agenda. The left gets to run their lies, and they get to impeach him when he shouldn't be impeached. He's doing a good job overall. No man should be judged by his worst act. Is bombing Syria Trump's worst act? I don't know. It's definitely not in his top 10 good acts, but, man, I just don't like it. Well, I guess that's it. We'll end that there. Hopefully you got something out of it. Again, hey, take it for what it's worth. Things I'm saying may be proven wrong later. I'm only going by what I've read in several different articles, and every article has their own agenda, either pro-Trump or against Trump, pro-Syria, against Syria, pro-Britain, against whatever. I think information, free flow of information, and truthful information is key. But my bottom line is we got bigger problems in our own damn country to be fixing instead of running around, sticking our nose. There's an old saying that trouble is something that shouldn't be borrowed or lent. And we don't need to be borrowing trouble or lending our trouble over there. Mind our own damn business and stay in our own backyard. Fix our own damn problems. Spend our money here. Get our military guys here. Stop risking American lives for everyone else's BS. We got our own damn problems. That's my take on it. We'll end that there. I know I'm going to get some hate on this one.